Riverside Youth Court is looking for young people to get involved with this vital program that helps other youth who are struggling stay out of the criminal justice system. So if you're in junior high school or high school, sign up for the Youth Court.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Riverside Monthly with Mayor Bailey. I'm Steve Brazel, joined by the mayor for the city of Riverside. Mayor Bailey, how are you, sir?
That's me. I'm fabulous, and here we go again.
And this
Told you I'd
month,
be back.
we've got 4 segments. And this segment, we're going to talk about something, I got to be honest, I didn't know about until I started looking at the show notes. And it's a fascinating program, Riverside Youth Court. I want to welcome our guest. We've got Monique Cisneros,
to my heart.
Youth Court Coordinator.
Yes.
How are you?
Monique,
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me today.
Welcome.
We're glad you're here. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're continuing the momentum of the Youth Court. It's an incredible program. I was there at the beginning and used to be a trainer until, it's crazy enough to run for mayor. But Riverside Youth Court has a training coming up.
Yes, we
As
do.
I said, I've been in the training. I think some of the videos that you still use, well, maybe hopefully you've refreshed and changed those since I was training. What are the traits that you're looking for in applicants for that training?
We're looking for teens from the ages of 12 to 17 that want to be part of the judicial court system, an opportunity for them to learn how everything works. They get to be on the jury and with their peers and try to possibly help a person's life and from the mistake that they made to correct it.
So they're middle school, high school students.
Yes.
And we're plugging them and they're going to learn about, obviously, the system, the judicial system. And so they're going to get some great experiences through that.
And I want to back up a little bit because, as I mentioned at the beginning, I was not aware of this program. And I just find the whole thing fascinating because it's another way to help, youth that are in trouble.
Yeah, it's intervention.
Yeah, it's an intervention system. So back up a little bit and tell us how Youth Court helps, youthful offenders.
So good kids make bad choices, and not everybody, sometimes with teenage life, it's hard. You're dealing with hormones. You're dealing with so many different parts of
I mean, the mayor and I were
The
perfect as teens, but okay.
the environment,
We
but
conceptually
yeah.
I have teenage daughters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so first-time offenders, misdemeanors, obviously we do not accept any felonies, but they make the mistake, they've got to admit guilt. If they don't admit guilt, then we cannot have them in the program. And it's the division part of it is they'll have to do community service. They have to serve as jurors. They'll have to write apology letters.
Right.
Essays. It's great. It's an opportunity to go through this for about 3 months. If they complete everything, then we literally can get their report with the two of us side by side, put it in the shredder, and
Really?
They can
it's
move
gone.
on.
And we can move on.
Oh, I dig that.
Restorative justice,
Yes.
right? Restoring
Right,
them
right.
to the community. Could you explain the 2 processes an offender might go through in youth court?
In youth court, there's going to be our peer model,
Yeah.
which is going to be the kids that are volunteering, or even our respondents that have already been through court, and they have to come back and do their due diligence with the jury duties. So they'll have them as their jurors, or we have the attorney model where we're partnered with the district attorney's office, and we have kids that are the prosecutors and they're the defenders.
Yeah.
Really?
With
Yeah.
the judge.
True
yeah.
youth court.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is really, really interesting to me because I could actually see this taking a kid who's had some kind of trouble or made those bad choices and end up with them liking the judicial system and ending up going into it. I see this going so many ways. The applications that you're taking, the training that you're taking, the kids that end up being on the jury side or the prosecutor side type thing, those determining the consequences, as it were.
Yes.
What do they get out of it?
They get to see that there really is consequences for your actions, and they get to see, I don't want to make
be
a
on
choice
that side,
like
yeah.
this. I don't want to do that. And then they also get to see, oh my gosh, I can be a bailiff. I can be a court clerk. I can be a judge. I can be an attorney.
Right.
There's so many different avenues that they can go just from that, or even be, I want to be part of the police department. I want to go be a fire department in the fire department.
It plugs them into
It's
public
amazing.
service.
Yes.
Yeah.
It helps them understand the system?
The
yeah,
whole
oh,
system.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you know what was interesting when I was a part of it is that they actually would have harsher consequences, give harsher consequences than we thought of as adults. The youth We're like, oh no, they need to do more community service or more restitution or more. You're thinking, whoa, wait a second here. Maybe that's a
See,
little bit
but
too
they
much.
didn't have the adult sympathy for the kid. They were peers.
Yes.
That's the
Yes.
advantage of a
Yes.
peer system is they could look at him and go, no, I'm going through the same thing as you.
Yeah, and what was great with it is that we'll have some kids where they're like, no, well, we don't want them to have to write an apology letter because the reason why this fight occurred was all because these two girls are going at it with each other, and we don't want to cause more problem for the respondent in having to do this. So the way that their brain works is it's absolutely enthralling to watch.
Sounds like a young person that's made a mistake and is facing involvement in the juvenile justice system can really benefit from a diversion intervention program like this.
Yes, like I have one girl that she's so excited now with this. She wants to start the Explorer program once she completes
right.
this. So it does. It opens up their eyes and they get to start fresh.
Well, see, and I love what you just said. Wants to go to the Explorer program, and we talked before about they might want to end up going into some other area of criminal justice as they're an adult, because it gives them a window into a possible career even as
Yes.
they go into it. If people want to apply, want to know more about applying, where do they go? Website, phone number.
So contact me at 951-826-5544.
And then, of course, there's the website as well. It's rpdonline.org/youth court. So Monique Cisneros,
Yes.
coordinator for the youth court, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
I got to reemphasize this is success at so many levels, right? Everybody that's involved in this is impacted. Every youth, whether they're on one side of the jury or the other, and the adults, everybody's impacted by this program. It's success all around.
Well, and again, we're going to go long on this one, and I'm okay with that actually, because this is fascinating to me. Because I think one of the other reasons that it's successful is you also get those people that may have a tendency to make those bad choices better understand the people on the jury side, and the jury side that may think that they don't make bad choices better understand the other half of their peers. So it's also a community thing.
Yeah,
in a
back
way.
to the restorative justice
Exactly.
part. Restoring them to their family, to the community, to society.
Yeah, absolutely love that. Again, thank you to our guests. Thank you, as always, to Mr. Mayor Bailey for coming down, joining us for Riverside Monthly. I'm Steve Brazel. We'll see you on the next segment.
Join the youth court.